Hello everyone, Omnify here. In this video, I will explain why Lord Voldemort wasn't able to understand love. He was incapable of love. So I'll get right into it. In The Half-Blood Prince, so in the sixth Harry Potter book, it is Dumbledore. So he has gathered a lot of information of the past of Lord Voldemort, aka Tom Riddle. How has he gathered all this information? Through speaking to people who are connected to him in some way, even at a distance or from afar. He was able to piece a large puzzle slowly together. Okay? And in his meetings and encounters of people who knew Tom Riddle or others around him, Dumbledore, he would save his memories in in the pensive. A pensive is a magical object in his office, and where it's able to store all the memories of people, and if and you're also able to go inside a memory. So anyways, throughout the Half-Blood Prince, Dumbledore is showing Harry the flashbacks and past of Lord Voldemort, and and there is one flashback in particular about the mother of Voldemort. So in this flashback, it goes to a shack like in the middle of nowhere called the Gaunt. It's a shack. A Gaunt is the name of the family, okay? Because even though Voldemort is a descendant of Salazar Slytherin, who is one of the four founders of Hogwarts and who had founded the House of Slytherin, the line and descendants of Slytherin had died down at that point, right? And through inbreeding and of only pure bloods and all that, so it got all the way down to the Gaunts. There is Marvolo Gaunt, who's the grandfather of Lord Voldemort, and then he had a son who only spoke in Parseltongue, and the mom of Voldemort, her name is Merope. Her first name is Merope, her last name is Gaunt. Anyways, his mom is very, as a child in her upbringing, a teenager, is very traumatized and shy because of her upbringing. Her father and her brother are very abusive and closed-minded. A lot of emotional and physical abuse probably happening in that household. And she was closed and cornered off, isolated, had no friends. She wasn't even enrolled in school or anything like that. But there was the Riddle Mansion up the way, okay, in the village area of Little Hangleton. It's a village, and the Riddles, who are Muggles, who are well off, pretty much the people in power in that area. There was a boy there named Tom Riddle, who we now know as Tom Riddle. He's senior, right? Because, anyways, so the mother of Voldemort, Merope, she would see Tom Riddle through the window, and she was basically in love with him, right? Because all she ever saw is him. And then at one point, right, her father and brother are like in Azkaban, and so now Merope, who always has been traumatized and all that, is now able to hone her powers a little more, and essentially she created a love potion, and she had one day had gave it to Tom Riddle Sr. Tom Riddle Sr. takes the love potion and falls in love with her, okay? Then they have a baby together as Merope continues to give Tom Riddle Sr. the love potion, okay? But as she is pregnant, okay, so Voldemort, he still, he doesn't exist yet, right? But at some point in her pregnancy, she had decided perhaps he will stay is because of our baby. So she stopped giving Tom Riddle Sr. The love potion. And as soon as he had snapped out of the hoodwink, as he described it, he had left her. And Merope, who was heartbroken, had nowhere to go, had no money, had gone to the orphanage, right? A Muggle orphanage, and gave birth. And as she had gave birth, she was dying, unfortunately. And her last words to the nurses, it was to name him Tom Marvolo, after her father, and last name as Riddle. Tom Marvolo Riddle. So it's how Voldemort, he ended up at the orphanage, but long story short, he was not able to understand the concept of love. He was unable to love because he was conceived under a love potion his mom, who was isolated and traumatized, had gave to his Muggle, his father. So I hope you are now able to understand as to why Voldemort, he was incapable of love. If you enjoyed this video, I'll link another Harry Potter video here, and please leave a like and subscribe.